extremism and hate. Uganda used to be seen as an African country making progress. Its president, Yoweri Museveni, a leader who transformed the country, ruined by war, and who fought the first great African crusade against AIDS. But the appearance in court this morning of Uganda's main opposition politician may further tarnish President Museveni's once heroic image. Kizza Besigye was arrested yesterday for rape and treason, charges many critics believe are politically motivated. Hundreds of demonstrators took to the streets outside the Kampala courthouse for a second day as riot police fired tear gas and live rounds into the air. Our international editor Lindsay Hilsum reports.
Tear gas on the streets of the Ugandan capital for 2 days now. Opposition supporters were protesting the treason charges laid against their leader, Dr. Kizza Besigye. Dozens are reported to have been arrested, while many businesses remained closed. Some demonstrators looted shops and smashed windows. Several people were injured in the clashes. Dr. Besigye appeared before the magistrate after a night in Luzira prison. She referred him to a higher court to be tried for treason and rape. Kampala's diplomatic corps was there, many suspecting that these charges are political. After all, Dr. Besigye challenged President Museveni in the last election and will do so again next year. The charge of raping a friend's daughter has raised eyebrows.
I'm concerned in particular about the rape charge. The rape charge apparently goes back to 1997. The allegation goes back to 1997. There has been at least one other election since then. One wonders why these charges weren't brought up at that stage.
The 2001 elections marked the first time President Museveni allowed a serious challenge to his rule. After Dr. Besigye lost, he says because of fraud, he fled to South Africa, returning to Uganda just 3 weeks ago. And this is personal. Dr. Besigye used to be the president's personal physician, and his wife Winnie used to be President Museveni's lover. She said today that her husband was now a political prisoner. In northern Uganda, children hide from the rebel Lord's Resistance Army. The most serious charge against Dr. Besigye is that he had links with the rebels.
We think all the charges are trumped-up charges. They are all fabricated, meant to curtail the movement or the freedom of candidates. Evidently, we are seeing a government here which is scared of political competition, particularly the president, I think. He's frightened of political competition and actually he's frightened of losing power.
President Museveni is credited with turning Uganda around, making it prosper after the brutality of Idi Amin and Milton Obote. But he's been in power for 20 years now. He's changed the constitution so he can run for president again. Today's events will reinforce those who believe he now wants to be president for life.
Lindsay Hilsum reporting now.